Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Southern Association of College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on the bottom of your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphones are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. The presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week on the same website where you registered. Before we get started, we'd like to take a moment to thank our fair sponsor, Cambridge Assessment International Education. And now we will turn it over to our first university presentation from Centenary College of Louisiana.
Hello, I'm going to share my screen. Is my screen visible? Okay, I think so. My name?
Yes, you're good.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Lauren Hawkins. I am the Associate Director of Admission at Centenary College of Louisiana. Centenary is a private liberal arts school founded in 1825. We are the oldest chartered liberal arts school west of the Mississippi River. We are located in Shreveport, Louisiana, which is in the top northwest corner of the state of Louisiana. We're about 3 hours from Dallas, Texas, Little Rock, Arkansas, and Jackson, Mississippi. As far as academics go, we offer 22 different majors on campus in the social sciences, natural sciences, and humanities. One of our largest majors on campus is biology. We have a number of students come to Centenary majoring in biology to be on our pre-med track. We do have a 94% acceptance rate into medical school, a 79% acceptance rate into law school, and very comparable acceptance rates into other pre-professional programs. Some of our other larger majors on campus include psychology, communications, business, and music. We offer artistic merit scholarships for students who major in art, music, theater, and communications. And for students who want to be involved in music, but not necessarily major in music, scholarships are available with an audition as well. Centenary offers very small class sizes. We have a 9-to-1 student to professor ratio, an average class size of about 12 students. That was one of my most favorite things about my time being a student at Centenary. I enjoyed the small class sizes because it gave me an opportunity to get to know my classmates as well as my professors. And you could tell that professors really take the time to get to know students and really care about their success both inside and outside of the classroom. As far as outside of the classroom, there are a lot of opportunities for our students to get involved. We do offer 20 different NCAA athletic teams on our campus. Student athletes make up about 50% of our student population. We also have nationally recognized Greek organizations. About 38% of our students are involved in either a fraternity or sorority on campus. And we have 60 plus other student organizations for students to get involved in. It's very common at schools, but we do offer students the opportunity to create their own organization if there's not something on campus, if there's an organization they're interested in that we don't already have. It's very easy for students to get their organization chartered through our SGA, that's our Student Government Association. And once they're a chartered organization, that just means they can get funds from the SGA to plan events, different things like that. One of the most unique things about Centenary College is our opportunity for students to travel internationally. We offer a number of different ways for students to travel internationally. It is actually a graduation requirement for students to get a culture credit. Most of our students, about 82% of our students, have traveled internationally on one of our May modules or other opportunities to get this credit. So our May modules just take place during the month of May. There are 2 to 4 week opportunities where our students it's an organized trip with a professor and about 10 to 20 students. One of the most unique things about Centenary is our Centenary in Paris program. So this is completely separate from those main modules. Our Centenary in Paris program is a 3-week course that happens during the very beginning of a student's freshman year on campus. During this 3-week Centenary in Paris course, our first year students actually spend 8 days in Paris, France, doing different things that relate to whatever course it is they're taking. We offer a number of different courses so that our students can be broken up into smaller groups while they're actually in Paris, France. It is highly encouraged that all of our students take advantage of this opportunity. It is so encouraged that it is actually included in tuition costs. So there's no additional costs for our students to be able to participate in this course and travel to Paris, France, as long as our students have a valid passport. For seniors who may be interested in Centenary, it is free to apply online. We have both, we are members of the common application, and we have our own application online. Students can use this link on the screen to apply. Our application is a 2-in-1 application, meaning that when you submit your application, you are not only applying for admission to Centenary College, but you're also applying for all of our merit-based scholarships. Our regular decision deadline for seniors is coming up on Monday, February 15th. So we encourage any students still interested in Centenary to get their application in by Monday. 100% of our students who are accepted to Centenary qualify for one of our merit-based scholarships. Our merit-based scholarships start at $10,000 and go up to $25,000. And as long as a student is admitted, they will automatically qualify for one level of these academic scholarships. And then with a FAFSA, we will then send out a total financial aid award letter to students. We are also open for visitors and are encouraging students to visit campus, however they are most comfortable, whether that is in person, an individual visit, a virtual Zoom information session, or a preview day. We are also offering 2 admitted student days coming up on February 27th and March 6th for seniors who have already been accepted. I look forward to answering any questions that you all might have.
Excellent. Thank you, Lauren. And as a reminder to our attendees, please put your questions to our universities in the Q&A. And if you have a specific question for a particular institution, please indicate that in your question. And next up, I would like to welcome Mercer University.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jackie Atchison. I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions and Recruitment here at Mercer, and I'm really excited to talk with you. I graduated from Mercer myself, and I'm currently enrolled in a master's program here too, so they just can't get rid of me because I'm loving every moment that I get to spend at Mercer. Mercer is located in Macon, Georgia, about an hour south of Atlanta. We have about 3,400 undergraduate students, but the total university has about 9,000 students because we include a lot of different programs, not just an undergraduate side, which I'll cover in a second. I really appreciate that we are considered one of the best values in the nation by the U.S. News and World Report. That comes from a combination of the quality of the education that you're receiving, as well as what the cost to receive that education is, kind of balancing out, and meaning that it is a valuable education and a valuable investment that you're going to be making towards a Mercer education. The other one of these that's my favorite is that we also are one of the best in undergraduate teaching in the nation. I absolutely loved all of the time I got to spend with my professors as a student at Mercer, and still get to spend as a student at Mercer. They really get to know you really well. I used to have professors that would text me if I didn't show up to class because it was very out of character for me to be that way. And so it was really great to have that community constantly surrounding me and have that support. One of the best things about Mercer to me is that we keep our class sizes intentionally small, and we've capped our enrollment so that we're making sure that you're getting that one-on-one attention, or making sure that you're getting to know your professors well. All of our classes are taught by professors. We don't use graduate assistants or teaching assistants, and our average class size is about 23 students. And our student to professor ratio is about 13:1. So you get a lot of that individualized attention and hands-on learning. We have 12 schools and colleges at Mercer, so a variety of different fields that you can go into, and really great ways that you can go from our undergraduate schools and colleges into graduate or professional school here at Mercer. So you don't have to leave. You get to stay a bear just like I have in my time here. And so lots of different ways that those could actually operationalize. One way would be through one of our special considerations programs. It gives you a leg up in the application process to go on to graduate or professional school, or through one of our accelerated special considerations programs, which actually shortens your overall time that you'd be in that program. If you're interested in learning more about these, reach out to us because we'll be happy to talk to you about those as well. I think one of the most fantastic things about Mercer is the opportunity to do research as early as your freshman year. You're going to get into labs because we are a nationally ranked research university that are doing really well-known, very well-renowned research. And we are part of the Georgia Research Alliance, which is a group of other universities and some corporations that share research opportunities and resources. And we are a Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society institution. Phi Beta Kappa is the oldest, most prestigious honor society in the United States. And so I'm really proud to be a part of that. Only the top 10% of liberal arts programs across the nation are allowed to be a part of Phi Beta Kappa. We also love to give back to others. That's incredibly important to us as well. We want to make sure that we have the opportunity to give back not only in our local community, but around the world. One of my favorite ways that we do this is through our Be a Good Neighbor days, because we are the Mercer Bears and we love puns. And so Be a Good Neighbor is an opportunity to get out into the community, and over 500 of our students participate on these Saturdays where we go out and help others. And it's really fantastic to see the impact that we can have on the people around us. The average year, Mercer does about 500,000 hours of community service as a university, and I think that's incredibly important that we're constantly giving back to others in that way. Another way that we do that is through our Research That Reaches Out programs. These are ways to combine research and service at the same time. So you're doing a project to figure out a need in the society and then actually fixing the problem at the same time. One way that we do this is through our Mercer on Mission programs. We have traditional study abroad programs as well. I studied abroad twice as a Mercer student, but these are really special because it's an opportunity for you to go abroad and to help others at the same time. So you're going to be traveling, earning credit for classes, and getting to have an impact on the country or city that you're visiting. These programs range widely, and there is something for everybody, no matter what your major might be. So we have a group of students that go to Rwanda every year and teach business practices to widows of the Rwandan genocide. We have medical clinics in various countries around the world. We have groups that go to places like South Africa to help with literacy rates. And our first program actually started in Vietnam, where we go and we fit prosthetic legs designed by our biomedical engineering students on victims of landmines left over from the Vietnam War. So at this point, Mercer has fit over 14,000 people with prosthetic legs in Vietnam, and we want to continue having these high impact programs go to the same places year after year so we can create sustainable change. I think that really exemplifies the Mercer experience, that idea of taking what you're learning and really doing something to impact the lives of others. And it's incredibly important to me that you know that Mercer is not the place where you just go and you get a degree. It's really the kind of place where you start setting up for the rest of your life. We also have 18 Division I athletic teams here at Mercer, so there's lots of opportunities to get involved in athletics if that's something that you would like to do. Also at the club level or the intramural level, we have athletics as well. We are the 9th most involved intramural program in the US, according to the Princeton Review. So that's also really exciting to have all of that energy around campus. We love to cheer on our Mercer Bears. We have a really strong community where everybody wants to support one another, whether it's at a football game or a debate competition. We want to make sure that we're always out there and supporting our peers. Being a Mercerian, and that's what we call ourselves, we're Mercerians, is really exciting. And I just want to talk a little bit about the application process. We do take a holistic approach to every application, and we are test optional for the next 3 years. So you don't have to worry about test scores if you're not able to test, or if you don't want to share those with us, that's completely fine. We're on both the common application and on our application. Reach out to our office if there's anything that we can do for you, and we're happy to help out. I hope you all have a great rest of your night, and go Bears.
Thank you so much, Mercer. Next up is Ohio University.
Hi, you guys. I'm Angie Lyons, your Ohio University, Georgia regional person. Can you guys see my screen? Forever Ohio?
Yes, we can.
Yes, great. Thanks. Let's talk about Ohio University, home of the Bobcats, and how this will become your Forever Ohio.
This is the walk whose steps you'll retrace forever. This is a 9 a.m. class that'll change you forever. This is a 2 a.m. study session that you'll remember forever. This view is one you'll cherish forever. Let's hope that's temporary, but that is definitely forever. Your idea of a classroom, your idea of celebrations, even your idea of what a successful career might look like will all change forever. And when you leave, fellow Bobcats will give you this nod and this career push forever. This bond, this community, this place, this experience will all stay with you forever. Forever can seem daunting from the outside, but once you're in, Ohio University will forever be in you, and a part of you will forever be here at Ohio.
This is the beginning of your Forever Ohio. It starts in Athens, Ohio. Athens, Ohio was created for Ohio University to be a major research institution and a close-knit community, a place where students will find support. Athens was established in 1797 as a center of learning. It was actually an underground railroad station. So that is something historical about Athens, Ohio. It's been ranked a top 100 arts community. It is a place where it has its own beat. It has its own vibe. Athens, Ohio has been voted the best small college town. So it's a place that you most definitely going to have the uptown shopping, the dining, and for you foodies, a lot of local eateries. Ohio University has been here for over 200 years, and we're here, and our focus is for tomorrow and building your forever. We are the first institution in the state of Ohio. We're not the largest, we don't want to be the largest, but we're the one where it was set up to help you find your pathway, to build your forever. We have 11 campuses and centers throughout the state, serving over 33,000 students, getting their master's, their bachelor's, PhD, and even medical degrees. The difference is personal. And what I mean by personal is the fact that we have 250 academic programs. We have a strong focus on undergraduate research. We want you to do that the first year, to get your hands involved in undergraduate research and not wait until the end. Pre-COVID, our class sizes were already small with 30 students. We have a student-to-faculty ratio of 16:1, and 90% of our courses are taught by faculty and administrators. So you're getting people with real-world experience teaching you who's passionate about their field of study and experts in their area. We have an honors program, which is one of the best in the country. The great thing about it is that we're going to support you through leadership, community involvement, as well as opportunities to go and explore in areas of your interest. You also have the honors of being a graduate with the honors degree that gives you housing priority, that gives you an opportunity to pick your classes early. So there comes some membership, there comes some privileges with membership, part of our honors program. Getting involved, there's a lot to do in Athens, Ohio, and at Athens and Ohio University. We have over 600 different clubs and organizations. We have everything from crazy things like pancake clubs on Saturdays. I'm thinking of a group of kids that was doing that on the weekends when it was snowing. That was just something they enjoyed. But we also have volunteer clubs and things that interest. So we have 600 different clubs, organizations you can get involved in. We are big in the arts. So if you are big in arts, you have an opportunity to attend any art venue without paying. We give you free tickets. I'm so sorry, I'm just my words tonight. We have over 7,000 students that live on our campus. We have 35 different residential halls. Before COVID was 7,000. This semester, we actually lowered to 3,000 to be safe. But if, like I mentioned earlier, if you're a foodie, we have a lot of great places to eat, markets. We have a farmer's market. We have some local restaurants and things. So you most definitely will love living in community. Ohio delivers the highest return of investment. That means that 93% of our graduates have pursued higher ed or perhaps gotten jobs. So 93% of you guys, if you graduate from Ohio University, will be employed within 1 year. We're looking for that number to even be larger for next year, especially in our areas of college of business, which we excel in. We have an award-winning career and leadership development center that will help you, your resumes, and just help you when you're trying to look for jobs. And you will be part of an alumni group of over 200,000 alumni, Bobcats as we call them. We have a thing called the Ohio Guarantee, where we promise your tuition will not change the 4 years or 6 years that you're at Ohio University. I'm going to flip to that slide. So you see tuition and fees, it would not change. There would not be any surprises to what your tuition will be while you're at Ohio University. That's part of our guarantee that we make to you. And also we promise that if you get your stuff in early, you'll be eligible for scholarship. There's no separate application. I'm going to discuss in some slides ahead about what you need to do to apply. Let me get to there. Skip that one. The application process. There's an application and there's also a fee waiver code that you can ask me for. We need your transcript. We're test optional this year, and going forward, we're going to continue to be test optional. I wanted to show you this. Our timeline is November 15th. Traditionally, for this year for COVID, we actually pushed it back to allow some students that were impacted by COVID in the late start of school. So we pushed the date back and everything. Let me see. I see my time's almost up. Let me go back to this really quick. The areas we're looking for 21 credit hours if we accept dual enrollment, credit plus, AP, and IB. If you have it, we most definitely accept it. Thank you for allowing me to share some time with you at Ohio University. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ohio University. Next up is Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute.
Okay, so my name is Megan Whalen, and I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions and a Director of International Admissions at Rensselaer. I know this is a pretty short presentation, and so I'd like to frame or structure the presentation around some characteristics of students that would be a good match for RPI. So someone might be a good match for Rensselaer if they are intellectually curious and academically strong, if they have interest outside of academics and desire to get involved, if they're entrepreneurial, innovative, and/or a leader, and lastly, have a desire to change the world, which is our tagline. And I always like to add the little caveat for the better. So with those characteristics in mind, we will get started with the rest of the presentation. So Rensselaer was founded in 1824 as the oldest technological university in the English-speaking world. We granted our first degrees way back when in civil engineering, so engineering is definitely at our roots. It is still one of the most popular majors on campus today, maybe not civil in particular, but just engineering as a whole. And our official Carnegie classification is that of a national research university. We have about 6,200 undergraduate students. Our freshman to sophomore retention rate is about 92%. We're a very geographically diverse institution, so we have students from 50 states as well as 60 plus countries, 41 majors, 60 plus minors. For students to choose from, 13:1 is a student faculty ratio, and over 200 clubs and organizations that students can get involved in. We're located in Troy, New York, which is part of the capital region of New York State. So Albany, Schenectady, and Troy are the three cities that make up the capital region. Troy is the smaller of those three cities. We're within about an hour's driving distance of several major metropolitan areas, so about 3 hours to Boston, 3 hours to New York City, about 3 hours to Montreal. We're within about an hour's driving distance of many mountain ranges, both in New York State as well as Massachusetts and Vermont. And we're only about 10 minutes away from the Albany International Airport as well as the bus station. So we are a very accessible campus. We don't really have too much time to get into the details about our academic programs, but we do have 5 distinct schools of study. So a School of Architecture, a School of Science, the Lally School of Management, our School of Engineering, and the School of Humanities, Arts, and Social Sciences. I think the important thing to note is that the schools are very much interconnected. They are not individual silos. We promote interdisciplinary learning, so we encourage students to take classes in other schools of study, to pursue minors, dual, double majors, accelerated master's degree that cross the 5 schools of study. So you're not stuck in one particular major. You have the flexibility to change your mind if you start out in one school and want to switch to another, but there's a lot of flexibility in between the different schools of study. At Rensselaer, students can get involved in research as early as the 2nd semester of their freshman year. It's very accessible. It's not just for science students. We encourage students of all disciplines to get involved in research. Students and faculty tackle research topics ranging from climate change and renewable energy to disease, which currently includes coronavirus-specific research. One hallmark of a Rensselaer education is immersive learning. So immersive learning is happening in our classrooms, our labs, our studios, and manufacturing spaces on campus. But Rensselaer also facilitates outside opportunities for immersive learning in the form of field research, co-ops and internships, and study abroad. So one way to achieve this is through a program called the Arch. And basically what the Arch is, it's just a calendar shift where students remain on campus for the summer after their sophomore year, taking junior level classes, and then you take a semester off or away from campus during your junior year to pursue an away experience, which is generally a co-op or an extended internship. It's both cost and time neutral, so you're not adding additional time or additional cost to your academic program. You're literally just replacing that one summer semester in the summer with a semester in your junior year, and then you're still on track to graduate in that 4-year time frame. Which kind of brings us to what happens after Rensselaer. So students are doing internships and co-ops while they're at Rensselaer. This is just a very small sampling of what students are doing following their Rensselaer education. So students are both entering the workforce immediately following graduation, as well as pursuing advanced degrees. So this lists some of our employers and grad schools. You can find a much more comprehensive list on our website, which will actually break it down by academic major. And you can see where students are going for all of those co-op and internship opportunities, but also where they're going as far as full-time employment and then grad school after graduation as well. Our average starting salary for an RPI graduate is about $74,000, which is well above the national average, which is in the $50,000 to $60,000 range. So something that RPI is known for and highly ranked for is return on investment. As far as student life goes, we have a very active and vibrant campus community. Students at RPI are super dedicated to their academic studies, but they're also really involved in extracurricular activities. We do have over 200 clubs and organizations. Some examples are listed on the screen. We also have 23 varsity sports the students can get involved in, 12 for men, 11 for women. We're mostly Division III, with the exception of men's and women's ice hockey, which is Division I. And then lastly, I'll just say if you are on social media, definitely follow us. These are some of the platforms that we're active on. The platform that we are the most active on is Instagram, and throughout the entire year and definitely certain times of the year, especially coming up with our decisions, which will be going out in early March, we'll be connecting with students in a variety of different ways. Most of the time we have daily takeovers on Instagram, so you can get different perspectives from students, current students, alumni, faculty, staff, you name it. I have worked at RPI since 2012, and I swear I learn something new all the time by watching our Instagram stories. So if you're on Instagram, I definitely encourage you to check us out there. And that's it. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, RPI. Our next presentation is from the University of Central Arkansas.
All right. Hello, everyone. I hope y'all are staying warm. I know it is chilly here in Arkansas. We got some ice on the roads, so I hope everyone's staying safe. But I'm here to talk to y'all about the University of Central Arkansas. My name is Jessie, and I'm an admissions counselor here at UCA. We are located in the heart of Arkansas, the very middle, Conway, Arkansas. We're about 30 minutes from the state's capital of Little Rock. So we are a 4-year public institution. We have a little bit under 11,000 students on our campus with a 16-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So a lot of your class sizes aren't going to be much bigger than the classes you have in high school. It allows you to have that personal relationship with your professors and your classmates. So we're able to keep those small class sizes while still being the second largest undergraduate institution in the state. So we have 5 academic colleges on our campus, and you can see those on the right, with 100 undergraduate programs. So we have tons of degrees to choose from. We also offer master's degrees and doctoral degrees. So not only can you start with us, but if you would like, you can stay and continue your education even further. So just to briefly talk about our academic colleges, first off, we have the College of Business. Some of our popular programs include accounting, marketing, data analytics, logistics, and many more. We have the College of Education. We were the first teaching college in the state of Arkansas, so we're pretty proud of that. Our College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics includes our biology program. We do have a pre-med track and a pre-vet track as well. But we also have like physics, chemistry, computer science. In fact, our computer science program has a 100% job placement rate, which is pretty exciting. Our College of Health and Behavioral Sciences includes our physical therapy program, which was ranked #1 in the South region last year. Pretty proud of that. Our occupational therapy program. We also have a great nursing program, as well as speech pathology, radiography, and many more. We're actually getting a brand new building on our campus specifically for our health science students this fall of 2021. Our College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences is going to include all of those art-related degrees, so like film, art, music, theater, and then also all of our humanities and social sciences like history, sociology, criminology, political science, and so many more. Student life, we have over 200 student organizations on our campus, as well as Greek life. You can see one of our sorority houses pictured there. Intramural sports. We do offer study abroad opportunities in a typical, non-COVID year. We're hoping to pick those back up next year. And then we are Division I in athletics. We participate in the Southland Conference, but actually next year we are moving to the Atlantic Sun Conference. For housing, we have your typical traditional freshman experience halls, as well as residential colleges, which offers a unique experience for students where you would be grouped together with other students who have similar majors to you. So you have those built-in study buddies. And then some of your classes will actually be held within that residential college. So you may not even have to leave your residence hall to go to class. So if you're interested in applying, you can certainly do that. Go and apply today at gopurple.uca.edu if you're a senior. We will need a copy of your official high school transcript, your ACT or SAT scores if you have them, and a copy of your shot records. So to be admitted, we have two different ways. If you have a 2.5 high school GPA with a 17 on your ACT, no sub score lower than a 15, you can be admitted. Or if you have a 3.0 high school GPA or higher, you can be admitted without any ACT or SAT scores. This just gives you a look at our academic scholarships. You can see they are completely GPA based this year. So our achievement and distinguished scholarships, that deadline has already passed. However, our future leaders in university scholarships, it's not too late for those. The deadline is May 3rd. So if you're interested, please apply. And your application for admission is going to serve as your application for those two scholarships. We would love to connect with you. We offer virtual connections, so you can just, if you want to scan the QR code, that'll take you to our virtual connections page where you can connect with me or one of our other admissions counselors, and then a bunch of different departments across the institution, like financial aid or some of our academic departments. We are open for campus tours, and we would love to have you come visit our beautiful campus. We are open at 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Monday through Friday, select Saturdays throughout the spring as well. And then we will be having an admitted student open house soon. So there's our contact information. Follow us on social media. Thank you all so much for your time. And if you have any questions, please put them in the Q&A.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jesse. And again, questions for our colleges and universities can be put in the Q&A, and please indicate which college or university it's for. And our last presentation of this session is from the University of South Carolina.
Hey there, I hope y'all can see my screen very quickly. Let me get up the PowerPoint presentation for y'all. And hello, my name is Stephanie Kreisman. I am the Florida Regional Rep for the University of South Carolina. And I do have a colleague with mine, Lorenzo. He will be answering any questions within the chat. The University of South Carolina is actually located in Columbia, South Carolina. We are the flagship university of the state. We have 27,000 undergraduate students. What's actually really unique about the University of South Carolina, even though we are the flagship university, we do have 42% of our students actually coming from out of state. We have a very diverse student body on our campus. All 50 states are represented at the University of South Carolina. We also have over 100 different countries represented. So we're really excited about the diversity of our student population. The location of the University of South Carolina makes it absolutely amazing. We actually are just about 2 blocks away from the Capitol building, meaning that you have all the benefits of being in the capital city, all the festivals, all the activities, everything that the city of Columbia has to offer. But then you have everything that the University of South Carolina has to offer. We have over over 600 different clubs and organizations. We are a Division I athletic program. We are in the Southeastern Conference, so it is a Power 5 conference when it comes to that. We have intramural activities as well as club sports for students. So a wide variety of things for our students to do outside the classroom. Talking a little bit about what our students are doing inside the classroom, we have over 100 different degree programs that we offer. When you combine that with our majors, minors, and cognates, we have over 325 that you can choose from. Some of our most noted programs that we're probably most noted for is our international business program. We are #1 international business, both at the undergraduate and also graduate level. Brand new within our College of Engineering is our aerospace engineering major that started just last year. So we're really excited that those students are finishing their first year. Within our College of Hospitality, Retail, and Sports Management, we have the #1 sports management program in the country, #5 globally. We also have a top 10 opera program specialization within our School of Music. One thing that I do want to touch on is our College of Nursing. For the past 4 years, we've had a 100% pass rate for students who sat for the National Nursing Exam. Our College of Pharmacy actually is a PharmD program. It's a 6-year where you get admitted into a pre-pharmacy program. You stay at the University of South Carolina, you get your undergraduate degree in pharmaceutical sciences, and you get your doctorate of pharmacy within 6 years. The other academic program that I do want to talk about, or academic college, is our South Carolina Honors College. We have the top ranked public honors college since 2012. Students in the South Carolina Honors College live in honors housing. They are required to take honor specific courses. You have over 600 of those that you can choose from. We do have specialized research for students in the Honors College as well. We also have specialized study abroad programs for students within Honors College, in addition to the study abroad program that the University of South Carolina offers too. The students in the Honors College, I liken that to being in a small liberal arts school within a large Tier 1 research university. Those classes are typically capped at about 16 students. The other different academic program that we do have is our Capstone Scholars Program. The Capstone Scholars Program is going to be a little bit different from our Honors College in that this is an invitation program where our Honors College is an application-based program. So that's something to consider. Capstone Scholars, the other major difference is it is a 2-year program where the Honors College is a 4-year academic program. So those are kind of the differences. Where they're similar, they have capstone-specific housing, capstone-specific courses, and capstone-specific research and study abroad opportunities. Our freshman profile, obviously, this is for our class that came in just in 2020, or I'm sorry, 2019. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, this is our freshman profile. You can see this is a middle 50%. So students that were coming in our regular freshman admission class had anywhere between an 1190 to 1360 on the SAT, a 25 to 31 on the ACT. Mid-range for the grade point average is a 3.8 to 4.5. Honors College is a little bit different. Those students, the ranges are going to be 1430 to 1520, 32 to 34 on the ACT, 4.6 to 4.8. Those are core weighted grade point averages. Capstone is going to be slightly below the Honors College with a 1340, 1410, a 30 to a 32, a 40 or 4.1 to a 4.6. I mentioned a little bit about the Honors College. I will talk about how you apply for that as well. When you are submitting your application to the university, we are on 3 different platforms. We have our own, we are on the Coalition, and we are on the Common Application. You do have to submit a $65 application fee, a school report form, and an uploaded unofficial copy of your high school transcript. I am going to put a little caveat next to this last required supplemental material because we do not know what we are going to be requiring as of now for students who are applying for 2022. Currently, we are test optional. So our test optional policy, you can submit one of the 3, either a test score, 3 exams from the approved list, either AP, IB, or Cambridge, or a graded written assignment from either your 11th grade or 12th grade year. These are the deadlines that we have for our students that are coming up. Our early action deadline is October 15th. Those decisions are released around mid-December. Honors application, that is a supplemental application that you will receive. That is due by November 15th. Those decisions are released around mid-February. Regular decision is December 1st. Those decisions are released around mid-March. At this point, we are not accepting any more applications for the fall, but these dates will likely not change. They're pretty standard from year to year. As far as the scholarships that we do offer, about 98% of our students are on some sort of financial aid. About 1/3 of our freshman class do receive some sort of merit-based scholarships. Some of those will reduce the cost of tuition to in-state rate, plus an additional monetary value on top of that. This is my contact information. Again, I'm the Florida regional rep. We actually have representatives all over the country. So definitely go on our website, find your regional rep and contact them. We are also open to tours, so we're really excited about that. You just have to plan those and reserve your spot on our website through the visitor center. We are looking forward to seeing everybody on campus. That is all that I have. So feel free to drop any questions for the University of South Carolina in the Q&A. And thank you so much for coming to visit.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of our college and university representatives. I do see a few more questions in the Q&A, so we'll let our various universities answer those. I do have a couple general questions that we'd like to pose to all of our presenters. So if we want to start back with the order in which you presented, just to give a brief answer to this question for our attendees in just the final 2 minutes that we have. So if everyone can just give a very quick answer, that would be great. And we can start with Centenary College of Louisiana.
I would encourage to have the opportunity to visit campuses, then to visit campuses, and that would kind of give them the best idea of what college is going to be the best fit for them.
Excellent.
I would encourage you to take advantage of how widely you can apply to colleges across the U.S. and to really spread your wings a little bit and think about different options that you may have never considered before as you're looking at colleges, so that you are applying not only to just places that you've heard of before, but maybe doing some research and finding places that could be a really fantastic fit for you.
I would agree with Mercer University as an out-of-state school, please explore all your options in-state as well as out-of-state and see what's available. You've worked hard, get all of that merit-based scholarships that you can get. So don't be afraid to go outside of your comfort zone.
I would say that due to COVID and schools and universities not really traveling in person, I think that there's unprecedented opportunity for students to connect with colleges and universities that they may not have been able to meet in person at a college fair or high school visit. And so I just would encourage students to, I know everybody has like Zoom fatigue, and we do too, but to encourage you to take advantage of all of these different virtual opportunities at all different kinds of universities across the US to get a sense of maybe schools that you might not have been aware of before now.
And just to cut in, because we are at time here, it is 6:45. I just want to thank all of our presenters from our 6 different colleges and universities for joining us this evening. And a thank you to our attendees. We encourage you to fill out a quick survey when this webinar closes and sign up for more sessions that are being offered this evening. And finally, a recording of this session will be available in about a week on the website where you registered. So again, thank you all and have a great rest of your day or evening.